All right, let's dive into something you've probably felt but maybe didn't have a name for. We're talking about those weirdly strong connections we feel with people we see online, what are known as parasocial relationships.
Seriously, think about it. Have you ever been watching your favorite creator and thought, wow, I get them? It feels like you know them, right? Even though logically you know they have absolutely no idea who you are. Well, if that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. And that feeling? It has a name. So, what is this all about? This feeling of a one-sided friendship that we build through a screen. Let's break down what's actually happening here.
At its core, a parasocial relationship is just that. It's one-sided. It's where you are putting in all the emotional energy, all the interest, all the time, and the other person, whether it's a celebrity or an online creator, doesn't even know you're out there. It feels like a real connection, but it's only happening on your end.
And this can happen with anyone, really. We're talking about that YouTuber whose videos you never miss, or an actor whose every movie you've seen. It could be an athlete you root for, like they're your best friend. Or, and this is a big one, even a fictional character from a show who feels more real to you than some people you actually know.
So yeah, the simplest way to put it is this. It is a one-way street. You know a lot about them, but they know nothing about you. Now, that sounds simple enough, but the way our brains get us to this point is pretty fascinating.
So how does this happen? How do our brains get kinda tricked into feeling this genuine connection? Well, it's not some kind of magic. It's actually a pretty predictable process, and modern social media has put it on hyperdrive.
Okay, so it usually starts with just exposure, right? You see their content all the time. But then there's that connection piece. They look right into the lens, they talk directly to you, and it feels super personal. Over time, that constant exposure builds a sense of familiarity, even trust. And before you know it, your brain, which is just wired to form social bonds, starts to see this as a real deal friendship.
Now, hearing all this, you might be thinking, okay, this sounds kinda unhealthy. But hold on, it's not that black and white. There are actually two very different sides to this whole thing. Let's look at the good and the, well, not so good.
On one hand, these relationships can be amazing. They can inspire you, motivate you, and genuinely make you feel less alone. You can find positive role models and even develop a more positive outlook on things. But there's a flip side. If it goes too far, you can start having unrealistic expectations of these people. You might start comparing your real, messy life to their perfectly curated online feed. It can even lead to neglecting your actual real-life relationships and becoming way too emotionally dependent on a person you've never met.
So if there are pros and cons, how do you find the right balance? How can we get the good stuff, the inspiration and community, without falling into the traps? The great news is it's totally manageable. You just need to be a little more mindful. First off, just acknowledge it. Remind yourself that it's a one-way connection. Second, humanize them. Remember, that creator is a real person with their own problems. Their life isn't perfect, no matter how it looks online. Third, and this one's huge, prioritize your real-life friends and family. They're the ones who are actually there for you. And finally, try to see social media more as entertainment than pure reality. And please, don't fall into that trap of comparing your day-to-day life with someone else's highlight reel.
As we get ready to wrap this up, if you take only one thing away from our whole conversation today, I want it to be this next point. It's your most powerful tool.
It all comes down to awareness. That's it. Just knowing what a parasocial relationship is and being conscious of how it works gives you all the power. Once you understand the dynamic, you can enjoy all the great content out there in a way that's healthy, balanced, and genuinely good for you. So I'll leave you with this one question to chew on. The next time you're scrolling, just ask yourself, how real are my relationships on the other